Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Tebbe with Bright Star Chiropractic. So today I want to talk about breathing again, and I know it probably sounds like I'm kind of beating a dead horse with this, but so I was just taking a continuing education course, and this woman who is a physical therapist focusing on the pelvic floor, so much of what her foundational stuff is getting back to proper breathing patterns. And also in looking at, there's a woman I've seen a lot on YouTube who has a channel called Moves Method, and she's like super mobile, super fit. So I checked out the course that she has, and it's just like there's a lot of great stuff, but there's a lot of things, like there's a lot of different movements, and that stuff is great. But sometimes, like, let's get back to the foundational stuff, because when you can fix the foundational stuff or improve it, then a lot of other stuff, more advanced movements, will kind of take care of themselves, clean themselves up on their own. And you can always test this for yourself. So again, just getting back to breathing, the diaphragm, when it's moving properly, the ribs should expand out to the side. They should also expand into the back. With so many people that I see as I'm working on, if they're laying on their table, laying on their back with their knees bent, like it's a lot of this, when I feel their neck, all these muscles in the front of the neck are real tight. So all that basically tells me that their breathing is off. It's not as optimal as it could be. So, and also just to go back to that point, also women, seen a few patients, like young women in their 20s, could be having constipation issues, could be having pain with intercourse, problems with like urination, or having a lot of just like pain in the lower belly. A lot of that is actually like pelvic floor tension. And guess what? If you're not breathing right, the pelvic floor is going to get tight. Because ideally, when the diaphragm moves, expands, drops, also the pelvic floor will move with it. So they just kind of dance together. So this month, we'll just be kind of reviewing, or over the next month, we'll be just reviewing different positions. But again, the easiest way to start, because there's like zero load, zero stress, just put some books underneath your head. I could probably even use a little bit more, because if your head's way back here, now my ribs cage wants to pop up a little bit, and my body is not as relaxed as possible. I'd probably use even a little bit more books than this for myself. So you just kind of figure it out for yourself, some paperback books. And the breathing, again, you're just you can put your hands here. You can feel that breathing. You can also put hands on chest and belly. But again, the breathing is not just like pushing out the belly and feeling, so the belly just goes up and down. You're really trying to get this like 360-degree breath. You think about you're like filling the balloon of your abdomen. So a balloon doesn't just go in one direction, it fills in all directions. So even just a couple of minutes of that breathing. And a lot of times, I don't want you to be doing, you don't want to hear that, like super hard inhales. And you're not trying to force it. To be honest, the more you relax, actually the better you will start to breathe. So just lay and relax. Again, this is the best position. This is from Alexander Technique, their active rest position. It allows your arms to be pretty relaxed, like very little tension in the body. And then after you practice that a while, we'll go through this in other videos, but you can even just come into a side lying position like this, stack the knees. So again, and then come into hands and knees, push the shoulder blades, and take some breaths. Just keep practicing that in different positions. We'll show more videos showing that in different ways. But again, just getting back foundational stuff. I mean, if you do the fundamentals and pretty much everything in life and just repeat them, life will go pretty well. So again, just getting back in this breathing, it could just be a couple minutes. I see a lot of women postpartum. This is like where where everybody needs to start postpartum is just getting back, because baby's been shoved up in your diaphragm, so your breathing mechanics have been all changed. It's just restoring those breathing mechanics. You can start doing that at day one. And it will help to start waking the core back up. So when you get the breathing going, a lot of stuff will take care of itself. So try that out. Play around with it. They can just be 2 minutes. Do it in the morning when you first get up, before bed. Doesn't have to be, it can be a fun, enjoyable thing. So try it out. All right. Breathe on.